What if I told you that the most exciting compact SUV of 2025 doesn't come from Germany, Japan, or America, but from India? A machine so ambitious, it's rewriting what a budget-friendly SUV can feel like. The Mahindra XUV 3XO 2025 isn't just another refresh. It's a quiet revolution hidden beneath a familiar badge, and by the end of this video, you might see it as one of the smartest buys in the global SUV market. Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deeper than just numbers and spec sheets. Here, it's about passion, perspective, and discovering the vehicles that aren't just built to be driven, but built to be remembered. And the 3XO, Mahindra's boldest compact SUV yet, has a story that deserves to be told. The tale begins with Mahindra's rise. For decades, this company was known for rugged workhorses, SUVs that thrived on dusty roads and mountain trails. But in 2019, with the XUV 300, they made a statement. India could build a compact SUV that not only competed with the big names but carved out a loyal following of its own. Fast forward to 2025, and the 3XO emerges, not as a minor update, but as a machine dripping with intent. The sharper design, the bold LED lighting, the floating dual-screen cockpit, it doesn't whisper change, it shouts evolution. And yet, the true magic isn't in the look, it's in the balance. At a starting price that undercuts many rivals, you'd expect compromise. But Mahindra plays a clever game here. They fused refinement with raw capability, offering engines that feel eager in city streets while still stretching their legs on highways. And if you've ever driven an earlier Mahindra, you'll know this company understands torque. That instant surge of power, that willingness to climb, to push, to pull, it's baked into their DNA, and the 3XO carries it proudly. But here's where the plot thickens. When you park the XUV 3XO next to a Hyundai Venue, a Kia Sonet, or even a European crossover, it doesn't look like the underdog anymore. It looks like it belongs, and in some trims, it looks like it outshines them. The cabin isn't just spacious, it's layered with thoughtful touches. Premium textures, smart storage, a panoramic sunroof that makes the compact frame feel almost expansive. It's as if Mahindra studied the global playbook and then decided to add a few secret chapters of its own. Still, the real question every enthusiast asks, how does it feel behind the wheel? This is where the 3XO surprises most. The steering, once a weak spot in many budget SUVs, has been sharpened. The suspension, tuned for Indian roads, soaks up punishment without losing composure. And while it's not a hot hatch in disguise, there's a quiet confidence in the way it handles. You sense that this is a car built for real people, for real roads, not just for brochure photos. And yet, what lingers most isn't the ride or the features. It's what this SUV represents. In a world where compact SUVs are becoming clones of each other, different badges, same story, the XUV 3XO feels personal. It's a reminder that innovation doesn't always come from where you expect it. Sometimes it comes from a brand that's been quietly learning, improving, and waiting for the right moment to step into the spotlight. So, is the Mahindra XUV 3XO 2025 the best compact SUV of the year? That depends on what you value. If you're chasing prestige, maybe not. But if you want a vehicle that combines price, performance, and personality in a way that feels almost too good to be true, then yes, it makes a very strong case. And maybe that's the point. The 3XO isn't here to impress you with numbers alone. It's here to challenge assumptions about where great SUVs come from, about how much you need to spend, about what compact can really mean. So I'll leave you with this. In a market overflowing with safe, predictable choices, would you dare to take the bold one? If this story of the 3XO lit a spark, make sure you like, subscribe, and share it with someone who still thinks innovation only comes from the usual suspects. Because sometimes, the best vehicles are the ones no one saw coming. So, is the Mahindra XUV 3XO 2025 the best compact SUV of the year? That depends on what you value. If you're chasing prestige, a luxury badge, or a logo that makes people turn their heads at a traffic light, maybe this isn't your pick. But if you want a vehicle that blends price, performance, and personality into a package that feels almost too good to be true, then the 3XO doesn't just make sense, it makes a statement. Because this is more than just another compact SUV. This is a turning point. For years, Indian automakers were seen as regional players, content to battle it out at home. But the 3XO signals something different. It's Mahindra saying to the world, we're ready. We're not just playing catch-up anymore. We're building vehicles that can stand shoulder to shoulder with the best out there. And when you sit behind the wheel, you feel that ambition. The steering doesn't just respond, it reassures. The suspension doesn't just cushion, it communicates. The cabin doesn't just enclose you, it embraces you. These are not afterthoughts, these are the hallmarks of a company that has learned from the past and is hungry for the future. Think about where compact SUVs are heading. More tech, more safety, more efficiency, and yes, more electrification. The XUV 3XO already hints at that direction with its design language, its connected features, its clever use of space. It's almost like Mahindra built it not just for today's buyer, but for tomorrow's driver. And that's where the real intrigue lies. If this is what they're delivering in 2025 at this price point, what will the next 5 years look like? The irony is, the XUV 3XO may not be remembered solely as the best compact SUV of its year. It may be remembered as the SUV that redefined expectations, the one that made people take Indian automakers seriously in markets they'd never dared to enter before. And if history teaches us anything, it's that revolutions rarely start with the obvious players. So here's the question I'll leave you with. When the safe choice and the bold choice stand side by side, which one will you drive home? Because sometimes the safe choice gives you predictability. But the bold choice? The bold choice gives you a story worth telling. If this deep dive into the Mahindra XUV 3XO 2025 made you see it in a new light, don't just click away, join the journey. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who still thinks the best SUVs only wear Japanese or European badges. Because one day, when people talk about the moment compact SUVs changed forever, this might just be the name they bring up. And when that day comes, you'll remember, you heard the story here first.